What's up, everyone? How's it going? Jeremy here with Forge and Foil, and today we're going to talk about bulk pricing and what to set your bulk at, and also how to efficiently do that without having to go through one by one and setting your prices. I'm going to give you a formula that works great. It's fantastic. Now, there's going to be a couple assumptions that I'm going to make here. You're a level 4 seller. Whether you're just selling your own collection or you're trying to start your own business, you have to be a level 4 seller to make this work. Otherwise, you have to power to level 4 before you're even thinking about selling bulk. Now, when we talk about floor price, if you don't know what a floor price is, what it means is, let's say you have a 3-cent card or a 21-cent card or a 32-cent card. They're all going to be set to a floor price, which for me is 40 cents. So anything after 40 cents will be set to its actual price. Now, the reason why you want to set a floor price is because of fees, stuff like that. So with TCG Player, they tack on a $1.31 fee for any order below $5. So a lot of times what you're going to find is, say you sell a $4.32 card. People will find cards to tack on to get over $5 because they don't want to pay that fee and they want the free shipping. Also with that is there are some people that just don't care. They're going to pay the fee because they just want the one card and they're not going to search through. But on the aspect of you're buying your bulk cards for anywhere between 1 and 3 cents, you're now selling it for 40 cents, which means you're making a 37 to 39 cent profit per card before fees. And this is really where you can make your money on bulk, which is why it's so important to have a floor price. Now, let's go into why I have mine set at 40 cents. So as of February 10th, 2026, TCG Player has established a minimum floor price of 40 cents. So everything going through TCG Direct will be a minimum of 40 cents. So people are kind of getting accustomed to this already, so it shouldn't be a shock. And also, like I said, people are just trying to get out of that $5 over that $5 mark so that they're not paying a $1.31 fee. Assuming that you're level 4, like I said, this is where you're going to go. You're going to click into pricing, and then you're going to have this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export my life. Now, there's a lot of other options, like say I wanted a specific magic set, I could pull it up that way. Wanted a specific Pokemon, I could then export filtered CSV file and go from there. But we're just going to talk about, let's say you had inventory up there and you wanted to just mass change everything. So you're going to click export from live. Now, before I hop over, because I already have this opened up over there, we're going to talk about this formula because there's a couple of things that you need to know before going into it. This is going to be equal max, and then it's going to go into if I is blank, I2, okay? Or if is blank, I2, and then let's talk about it. This is going to be your I2, or this is going to be your I column, I should say. This is TCG Player price. 2 is going to start on this column right here. So this is why it's marked as 2. So this will be I, this will be K. So let's go back to this here real quick. So you got is blank, I2, 0, I2 times 1.0. With that, basically what it's saying is if the column is blank, because that will give you errors, it's going to mark it to 0. And then what it's going to do is take the I, which is going to be your TCG marketplace, and it's going to times it by 1. Now, let's say you wanted to do a markup, right? You wanted to do above TCG marketplace every time. You could simply change this. Say you wanted to do it 10% higher, 20% higher, say 15% higher. It's easy. Just change it out there. Otherwise, that's going to remain as a 0 if you're just trying to match market price. From there, it's going to talk about if. If K2, which K is going to be your TCG low with shipping, it will be K2 is greater than $4.99 plus the $131. As I said, at $5, once you crest that point, it is no longer going to charge that fee. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to match the fee and keep that fee tacked on. So people either have to tack on another card or they're paying the fee, which helps cover your costs and fees, etc. And then K2 minus 1 cent, L2 minus 1 cent. So this is going to talk about the fact that, let's say the TCG low price shipping is $5. It will then make it $4.99 for you in your TCG marketplace column. So that's something important to keep in mind. Now, let me change this real quick just so this makes 100% sense to everybody. This is going to be your floor price column right here. Okay, so you're gonna delete this out, and I'll go ahead and put this into the comments, or not the comments, but I'll put this into the description so you can easily copy paste this, make your life easier. But for me, like I said, I am doing 40 cents. But let's say you wanted to do 20 cents. Say you wanted to do 15 cents. Let's say 32, because what's random number? That's how you're gonna do it. It's plain and simple as that, and then it'll finish here. So then what you're gonna do, you're gonna copy and then you're going to click here, and you're going to click into this column right here. This is going to be your TCG marketplace. Now keep in mind, you can make things bigger, smaller, etc. I scooted this out just to make it make more sense. You're going to double click on here. It's going to ask you edit your workbook. Yep, convert, no problem. It's going to take a minute because I have a massive sheet going on here. As you can see, it'll load, and then once it's ready, we can do this. So we're going to double click, right? We're going to delete this out. We're going to go Control V, and then as you can see, it highlights where this is going to be, and then you click enter. From this point, you're going to click back to here because you need to be back on your number 2. You're going to double click this bottom. Okay. Now what you're going to see here before I click this and change all this, you're going to see this like 22, 29, 32. This is all going to be 0.4. And then all these other numbers are going to change because market price has changed since I've posted a lot of these. So it will affect that. And that is something to keep in mind. If you're changing your old inventory, know that you want those prices to change, not just all your floor price. Because what's going to happen is, let's say this card right here, I have priced at 561. The TCG low price, you can look at all this, right? Move over, market price. Okay. So 581, this is going to change to 552 now. And it's something to just keep in mind that if you don't want certain prices to change, this is going to change everything. Like this is 27.25. This is now going to change to 27.46, and everything through this will change. So this is the one problem about changing previous inventory this way, is you want to make sure that you're not doing anything bad. But let's go ahead. As you can see, there's this little box here. You're going to double click here. I'll go and zoom in. Here we go. There you go. I'm going to right here. You'll double click. I'm going to zoom back out just so you can see this all change. Here we go. And then we will double click. Everything changes from that point down. Easy peasy. That's how you can set a floor price. Like I said, be careful about doing it with inventory that you already have up there because it will change every price. And say you didn't like the change, or say something happened that you noticed right away that's bad, you can just Control Z and it changes it back to its other price. Now, one last thing I'd like to talk about without confusing too much here. You can change where this starts. So let's say I scroll out here just to make my life easier. Let's say I didn't want to change any of my magic prices, right? I only wanted to change, say, my Pokemon. So here's my Pokemon, and we'll go and scroll in, scroll over. So Pokemon is going to be at column 1319. So what I would do here, right, is I would then change where I wanted this to start. So this would become 1319. This will become 1319. And then over here will become 1319. Now with this, I can now start it from here, and it's the same process. I'm going to put it in here, delete that out, and then double click in that bottom right corner after I paste it in, and it'll change everything below there. So now after that, you're going to come back to, actually before that, you're going to go over here, you're going to go export, and then you're going to export it as a CSV. Now I've already done all this, so I'm not going to mess with my prices because, again, I don't want to change anything I don't need change. But you're going to go download as CSV. From there, you're going to come back over here. You're going to go import to staged, choose file, and I could choose right here, and it will upload all my stuff, and then you can go through the process. Boom shakalaka, we're all done. As you can see, I got orders coming in like crazy. I started this video at 10, now I'm at 12. The things have been going fantastic. That's why I decided to up my floor price and also create this video to help other people do so. So again, as always, if you like this content, please smash that like and subscribe button. It helps me greatly. It also helps with the YouTube algorithm. My name is Jeremy with Fortune Foil, and I'll catch you on the next video.